I sing it to you and you can sing back the answer?
Well, I won't be doing that, but you're more than welcome to sing.
So we all know physical and emotional bullying, right? Physical is like you're hurting somebody, and emotionally is like you're judging, you're criticizing, calling them names. But there's a type of bullying that we don't talk about enough, and I think it's one of the most common bullying. This happened to me in school, and it's called social exclusion. So it's when somebody doesn't like you, and they will make sure everybody around you doesn't like you. First year of high school, I had a group of like 4 or 5 friends, and there was this one girl in the group that I kind of felt that there was something funny. But she was very friendly to me. She was friendly to everyone. Everybody liked her. Little did I know, she was gossiping, spreading rumors about me, and she would take certain things that I would do and how I said them, and she would twist them and be like, look, see what I'm saying? Tanya's not a good person. Over time, she got not only those 5 people against me, there was a group of like 25 kids that were completely anti-Tanya. And I internalized that. I would go home crying, thinking something was wrong with me. Eventually, the social exclusion went to emotional and physical abuse. They pushed me down the stairs. They tried to burn my hair. They cut up my shoes. I was getting beaten up every week. Now, here's the thing with those bullies. What they want is attention. And when they gossip and they do stuff about other people, they get attention. But what happens when that attention dies down? They will aim their social exclusioning to someone else. And that's when they get found out. They start getting discovered because people start saying, wait a minute, this person is doing that to everyone. And that's the way I see this interviewer. And that's why I'm one of the only ones who defended Blake Lively and told people to stop bullying her. And this is my perception of the interviewer. When she started posting all over social media about Blake Lively, she was thriving on that attention. But meanwhile, everybody around her was looking at that interview and saying, wow, Blake Lively's so mean. And then they started bullying her. It got so extreme that people were hating on her, which I found absolutely nuts because Blake Lively was clearly rude. She was in the interview. We all saw it. And I couldn't figure out all of this bullying because we have all been rude at some point in our lives. And we think that Blake Lively's not human. She doesn't get to be rude sometimes, even if it's her job. Because I know a lot of people who've been rude to their boss and rude in their jobs. And especially pregnant. She was pregnant in that interview. And I know for myself, when I was pregnant, I wasn't the kindest person. I was full of hormones. Now, that doesn't excuse the behavior. I do think that people should be held accountable, but they have to be held accountable based on their level of hurting people. Blake Lively made someone uncomfortable. She didn't P. Diddy or Jeffrey Epstein anyone, but people were bullying her as if she did. And when I made a video about telling people, hey, there's a difference between like really big abusers and just people that make us uncomfortable, so it's never okay to bully, I had to turn off the comments because people turned around and started bullying me. There's a book called The Bully, the Bullied, and the Bystander. And I understand why there's not a lot of people who stand up to bullies. It's because they end up getting bullied. But I can take it because not only have I been through the bullying in my life, I've learned how to set very healthy boundaries and not own anybody's self-projections of me. But I'm telling you, this interviewer will not stop. She will thrive on the attention she's getting from putting down other people. Now, I'm not trying to defend all celebrities because, as we clearly are finding out in the last couple of years, there are some that are not great. But there's such a huge difference between somebody who is genuinely hurting someone versus someone who's making us uncomfortable. I would just ask you today to become aware. When you're scrolling on social media and you come upon a video and you could clearly see that somebody is talking about someone else in hopes that you go against that person, just ask yourself some questions. Is this making me uncomfortable or is this actually hurting me? It's all fun and games to gang up and group up against someone until it happens to us. I don't wish that on anyone. And I don't wish this on the interviewer as well. Because you know what always ends up happening at the end? The person that did all the canceling and social exclusion, when things turn around and people start seeing her for who she is, she's going to end up getting bullied. It's a weird thing that happens in the universe, some sort of karmic energy. And I still don't wish that on her. And I am hoping that she realizes this before she continues on this path of trying to make everybody gang up against specific people just because those people make her uncomfortable.